On April 3rd, 2020, at noon, they shut down the Ventnor City beach and boardwalk to stop the spread of the coronavirus. On April 4th, I flew the DJI Mavic Mini over the deserted beach and boardwalk. I've never seen this boardwalk empty before. Hello everyone, Ron here today. I hope you enjoyed the video of the recently closed beach and boardwalk in Ventnor City, doing their part to stop the spread of the terrible coronavirus. But I thought, maybe some of the my more drone-friendly people would like to see the screen recording of the flight. Now, I didn't record the whole thing, but I picked it up like when I was almost 3,000 feet out. So we're 174 feet up and 3,700 feet out at this point. We get our first signal message there as we arrive at the Ventnor fishing pier. So, okay, we're over 4,000 feet out now, and we're still maintaining a height of around 180 feet. So we've kind of, slowed down here a little bit, and here's the pier. So we're gonna head back now. We got a signal warning again, but we're gonna turn around and head back now since we're starting to get some warnings. And the video is starting to freeze up just a bit, just not as missing frames is the proper term. I stopped here to take a picture. That's why I'm kind of lollygagging here. I'm lining up a photo. Always like to get a couple good snapshots while we're up there too. Remember, people, you just don't have a video camera. You also have a still camera on these drones, these good drones. And some of them take just as good as photos as they do video, sometimes even better. So again, I've got my rule of thirds up here, trying to line this shot up the best I can, checking out my histogram there. So now we're going to switch it back to video again, and we're going to turn this drone around, and we're going to head back home again. So I'm going to get the camera up there. As you can see, the Mini's having a little trouble dealing with some of the bright exposure from the sun, which is kind of off screen in the right hand corner. So I don't no NDs or polarizer filters, just flying stock here. So we're going to fool around with the EV settings a little bit here, maybe to balance that overexposure we're getting now from that bright sun. So here we go back, and we're getting a weak signal alert. I'm actually getting more signal issues on the way back than I did out, so I suspect that turning the drone around to face me was a mistake. I probably should have flew backwards. Maybe the I'm going to call it the antennas are in the back of the drone somewhere, that when you're flying it away from you get better signal than when you're bringing it back. But I mean, to the aircraft's credit, it's given me a whole bunch of warnings here. I haven't, completely, I haven't lost FPV. I've had some, dropped some frames and little transmission hiccups, but it's still maintaining. I still know exactly where I am, and of course I have a good remote controller connection, because you can see the stats are working just very well. I'm 2,700 feet away now, a little bit over 2,700 feet. I raised up to 200 feet to get a better image transmission signal. Usually the higher you go, the less interference and the better signal you get in some cases, whatever. So I'm doing about 17 miles per hour now, so I picked up some good steam. I'm flying in P mode. I'm not in sport mode. I'm just in regular old P mode, because I'm trying to get some video here. So if you put it in sport mode, sometimes you tend to see a little more action out of the gimbal. Oh, there was a complete breakup, 2 complete breakups there. We got a remote control signal there. I mean, the things are flashing so fast that it's hard to read them. So I think that means they're going in and out, which is kind of a good thing. If it was lost signal and stayed out, the message would probably stay there for a while. But there's another aircraft signal. I mean, we're down to only 1,600 feet out now, so we're getting closer. So that should see less and less. Like I said before, I wasn't aware that the Mini it received the signal so much better when you had the drone facing away from you. So again, I should have started to bring the drone backwards to maintain that signal. But this is a learning experience here, so you can probably see almost the end of the boardwalk here now. So I'm real close, I'm under 900 feet away here. So we got this made in the shade, and we still have real good battery life as that pop-up message disappears there. We're real good battery life. I think we have still 13 minutes of flight time left. So okay, here we're at the very end. Of course, that's you know, you can't. It's closed, but that little dune I'm staying on there, that's actually in town I live in, Margate City. Yeah, so I'm in the next town over where I'm staying on top of that dune there. So was a legal flight. The Margate beaches are still open. We don't have our own boardwalk. So I hope you enjoyed this flight, and hope you stuck around and see the screen recording, enjoyed it, and we'll see you on our next drone adventure out there with the good old DJI Mavic Mini.